What's up, folks? Rodney Farrell here with Evolution.
I'm Alex Chomp. I'm also with Evolution. I'm the executive director. Nice to be with you, Rodney.
Absolutely. Hey, wanted to really just come together, and before I begin, wanted to just discuss the value of Mr. Alex Chomps here. From a personal level and from a business perspective, you have been somebody that has been truly incredible when it comes to adding value to individuals' life in a way of showing them how to serve and create value from a business perspective. And one of the things that I think that a lot of individuals need to understand, something we've talked about before, is the concept of building American equity. And I think you have done a genius job at sharing that. So share with the folks kind of what that is about and kind of what your vision is with that concept.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. First off, let me say it's an honor to have been of service. I hope to continue the rest of my life in service.
Absolutely.
There's this idea that we've been talking about at the firm, you and I and the rest of us have been talking about American equity. And I become more and more convinced as time goes on that a big part of the social malady that we see here in the United States is a lack of ownership, a lack of equity from by the people who make up the United States, by the Americans who are right here, in the institutions which they've done so much to create and sustain over the centuries. Capitalism is a uniquely American institution, at least in the way it's practiced today. Everybody associates Americans with capitalism. But it's interesting to me how few Americans actually understand the mechanical processes of capitalism. And I think that if we could give back to the people, give to the people of America knowledge of the tools that they already have for creating corporations and teaming the work of themselves and their friends and their network into something that's greater than the sum of the parts, right? And that's what an organization is. That's what a corporation is, right? A corporation or an organization is a group of people that have come together to work for a common purpose. And capitalism is all about the mechanics of subdividing the profits from that work and giving them back to the people that made those profits possible. And for the last 20 or 30 years, a disproportionate amount of the profit has gone back to the owners of capital, and it's gone away from the provision of labor.
Right.
And everybody in this country feels it. If you're in the 80, 90, 95% of this country, you've felt your grip on the middle class kind of slip away because you're being rewarded for labor as opposed to ownership. Right? And labor is getting a smaller and smaller piece of the pie.
That's right.